What's going on, guys? Coach Sharif. In today's video I want to talk about something very important. Don't be a technique nerd, a perfectionist of the technique in the gym, because then you will just miss out on a lot of gains. Alright, the new kind of generation of bodybuilders in the gym, I see them, they want to put the bench at the exact angle. They want to make sure that every single technique is perfected, every rep is just the perfect technique, and everything has to be aligned with the barbell, with this, with that, and the focus is too much on the technique that they're taking away the focus of what matters the most is the intensity that you're putting in the gym. Alright, because now going for an extra intensity will ruin the technique, and the technique has to be perfect, and now you're more of a technique freak rather than a bodybuilder. Alright, bodybuilding, I really believe that at the base it's a very instinctive exercise, an instinctive sport. Alright, it's really something that is a kind of a primal animal. It feels primal, right? Sometimes you're on a bench or you're on a push-up and you're just pushing and at the 12, 13, 14 rep, maybe the technique will not be perfect, but it doesn't matter because the intensity is there and you're getting a little bit more stimulation. All right, cheating sometimes on your curls is not the end of the world, just because yes, I'm cheating, but I'm getting still that eccentric part. Even if I cheated my way up, I got my eccentric part. All right, and most people that are technique nerds, technique freaks, all right, they want to argue with me a lot of times about the technique at the gym, this and that, and it's sad, but I look at them and I don't see anything that kind of pushes me towards their way of doing it, because they don't look any bigger, they don't look any more muscular. I don't see that development, I don't see the gains on them. They might do the technique better than me, but at the end of the day, the bodybuilding sport, I really believe that technique is very important. Don't get me wrong, guys, the rep execution and all, but you gotta leave yourself a little 5-10% where you're kind of not cheating, but you're just giving that instinctive push. And yes, the technique might not always be 100%, but if you're able to do 2-3 more reps, then you're gonna grow. All right, pushing your limits, pushing the muscles. All right, I'm not a science-based lifter. All right, just because I really believe that the science will always be changing, and at the end of the day, bodybuilding is an instinctive sport. It's something that starts within me. When I go to the gym, it's really an internal thing that I'm kind of expressing myself, and sometimes pushing, grunting, it just helps. All right, get that extra intensity, and that's how you get your body to react. All right, studies will show you that also it's the impact on the central nervous system, how you're impacting your hormones with all the compounds lift. Why compound lifts are more effective than machines isolation exercises? If we're taking in both exercises the muscles to failure, all right, and both of them the technique is better, it's because of the hormonal impact, the central nervous system impact. All right, everything you're kind of activating when you're doing those compound lifts, it has that animal instinct in you, and it just gonna help you grow bigger, better, stronger, faster. All right, I've been experimenting on myself. I've been doing lately a lot more compound movements and kind of just focusing on the compound movements, even though the technique is not the perfect at the last reps, but pushing, and I'm seeing amazing results. All right, as opposed to always keeping the technique 100% and missing out. You miss out. All right, when you do 10 reps and then you think, well, the 11th rep, the technique might not be perfect. I really have to make sure that my angle is aligned with the stars, and then the cable has to be this degree, and then my shoulder flexion with the elbow extension. It's like, my goodness, this is not bodybuilding anymore. This is more of you're a biochemist. All right, just go work in a what is it called, you know, the places where they do the research. All right, you're more of a doctor and nurse. Bodybuilding, guys, you see the big bodybuilders, did you think Ronnie Coleman was really thinking about each form technique and thinking about having the elbow at the exact angle? No, what feels best? This, let's go, let's push the failure. At some point you just gotta go back to the basics. Well, it's kind of rip it, what is it called, grab it and rip it, grip it and rip it. All right, you know, get that animal instinct back, and that's what I'm working on myself, and I just want to share it with you guys. All right, I fell down in that trap of doing more technique, more pump, more really mind muscle connection, a lot of that, and which is all important, but I forgot that the basics, the bread and butter, is going hard at it. All right, going hard at it, even if it means that the last 2 reps you were cheating, but you got more stimulation, you got more of that muscle stimulus. All right, that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you learned something from it. Just want to say thank you for everyone. If you've watched till now, well, I want to thank you. thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're helping me grow my channel. You're helping me live my dream, which is becoming a YouTuber, full-time YouTuber, and growing on social media. All right, I'm doing also Instagram, but I really believe YouTube is more for me because I can express myself. Instagram, all I do is post videos, and it doesn't feel like it's me. It's more flexing. I don't want to just be flexing. I want to be explaining. But yet again, I would make a video that is informational on YouTube and talk. Nobody would watch it. Sorry, on Instagram, nobody would watch it. So it's like, that's where I want to be, YouTube, talking with you, all right? And you on the other end of the screen, all right? I want to be in a kind of a brotherhood where we're in a community. Write down a question, write down if you enjoy my content, write down if you want to see me talk about other stuff. And thank you again, subscribe, watch, like. Just by liking, the algorithm can boost the video. See you guys soon, ciao.